Hello, voiceover Anti here. If you have any questions about this run or any other run that I post on this channel, feel free to leave comments or ask me these questions in Tails and Tactics Discord. I'll gladly answer any of them. Right now I will try to explain my thought process during this run. When with start like this, where I have quite a few healers, I'm thinking about going for healers comp. It's good going against the Monarch Senior because Guard, even though he provides CC immunity which Gameclops ignore, he still cleanses with his skill all the current CC, if it makes sense. So yeah. And since I'm going healers, I've chosen gun fishing because I want to find the rejuvenate level 2 perk or mana capacitor. But I see pivot potential, which is a pivot potential, and it gives me Kyo, which is not a 1v9 carry like Wolfgang or maybe Deathhead or My Lady, but he definitely can be strong if played correctly, and I'll show you in how to do it in this run. Obviously no more going for healers since I have Kyo. Used my clovers to get dragons and horror. Kyo is very strong, especially on high CC levels, due to the fact that enemies have a lot of stats from leader items, so Kyo still has a lot of value. But in order to function, Kyo really needs time, and all the things that can provide him that time, which means survivability items are great, like Leech Knife or Stability Ward or any armor source. That's why I am choosing Lazuli's Brave, because in horrors and dragons there are quite a few. Yeah, a lot actually. Fighters, so it's easy to activate it, and also I accept the old deal with the dragon trait, dragon warbanner, in order to have the opportunity to activate the second stage very fast. Obviously losing early fights is okay and to be expected on the CC20. Swordmaster is a really good perk in this situation because Kyo really struggles against CC, so giving him CC immunity is very good. I chosen the Slayer Hex because Kyo is one of the few units that make really good use of Slayer Hex. He is a vanguard, he is a tank as an archetype, so but he really benefits from AD sources, since he steals it, so it scales during the fight. Not as well as Subfon maybe, but it's still very good stat on him. So Slayer Hex and Leech Knife that I got from the shop will help me defeat my enemies. And since I have War Banner of Tainted Dragon War Banner, I can activate second stage and have Horrors active. I considered at this point that I maybe want to go for Orb of Unity, since I have 2 rings, but I decided to save it for later. And going against Rift Traveler, because she offers Buckler for the... she'll be great for the stability ward that I want on Kyo. Using my telekinesis potions in this fight, because I can't afford to lose another one. And because I have Lazuli the Brave, I think, the one that gives me stats if I have a lot of fighters. I've chosen the Lealtas Battle Talent, I think, or I don't remember how it's called. The one that gives armor if you have 3 or more fighters. So we really want a lot of fighters in this comp in order to activate both of the effects. Using potion, fire potion on statue because it heals. So yeah, and hope for the best. But with Kyo, with 2 items Kyo, I think it shouldn't be a problem to win this fight. Here I'm considering going for Hex Attack Labs for the Raring to Go, or maybe the Red Hood item. I can go for Golden Desert for the potential tier 5, but it's not guaranteed that I will get my Kyo to tier 4. So, and the Hexed City offers Basket of Unlimited X, which is obviously great item for one-man army units such as Kyo. And also it offers the Catnip, which is a very good item if you have CC immunity, which I have on Kyo due to Sword Mastery. Completed contract gives me Slayer Hex, so it's nice. Level 4 horror perk is also great. It's even if I have only 2 horror units, it's still plus 20 damage jump on my Kyo when the second stun activates. And this fight shows exactly why these 2 items are very good on Kyo. And also obviously Slayer Hex helps a lot, but mainly the survivability which Leech Knife gives, and the stability ward prevents the one-shot from overtime stats. Here I'm considering getting the attack lodestone in order to get scythe for forever size on Kyo, but later but I forgot that I am going for black market, so it won't be happening. I would definitely do this if I had fourth item slot, but I'm currently not, so. I don't mind losing this fight since I have all 4 hearts. And here's black market. Using lifeline in order to be able to survive the next loss if it happens. And in black market I'm looking for either catnip or egg basket. I see catnip, insta pick since I have CCM unity on Kyo, so additional AD, armor, lifesteal, it all goes a long way. Obviously investing all the way to the Vault of Assistance, because Battle Wish is very good, since I have my carry is tier 1, so. In this fight I forgot about the Elven Hex, so don't pay attention to that. Here I want to take the rare duplicator, since I want to cheer up my Q, so. Purchase both potions in order to and another lifeline, since I don't really care about items at this point. I have all 3 items on Kyo. Well, I mean, I care about items, but not that I need any particular item right here and now, so that's why I didn't purchase anything in the shop. I mean, anything equipment related. And using Deal as a source to get level tier 2 rare for the contracts is very convenient. And since I purchased another lifeline, I can lose and survive. But with these items on Kyo and the CCM unity, which certainly helps against duelist comp, managed to defeat the Devil Deal. Grand Entrance is will guarantee that I have my Kyo tier 4. Not guarantee, but almost guarantee. Not 20, nice. And I don't care about Colossal Heart or this buckler, so they can run. Brim is better than Rhyme since it is another fighter and we want fighters in our team. And also because he's rare unit, which are generally stronger than common ones. Using divination dusts from Vault, trying to tear up Kyo. Get Death Head as a 4th horror. I can't place him right now, but I will in the next act. Using Bottled Fish and Duplicator to get tier 3 Kyo. Looking back at this, I probably should have left Mickey on the field. Not on the field, but at least on the bench, since I don't really need 4 fighters in order to activate all the effects. I only need 3 of them, so I could have replaced one of the fighters with Mickey in order to split the aggro between Kyo and Mickey, in order to increase the chances of survivability of Kyo. I still have 2 Pale Hearts, so I can lose this fight and not care about it. But tier 4 Kyo with Catnip, Leech Knife and Stability Ward is very strong. And also I gave him Potion, so this fight shouldn't be a problem. First rolling, then taking Forbidden Knowledge. It's important to roll before you get the curse, in order to not get cursed units. Strong start is okay, because it guarantees that we will use the dragons tier up before the main fight begins, and same with jumpers, it helps but not that strongly, so Forbidden Knowledge it is. Second wind, we fighting very long fights, so it's great. Mastermind is okay, but I don't have a good wearer with, so it's a reroll. Titan, if I didn't have Slayer Hex I would have picked that, but have Slayer Hex, so I don't need another one. Membership card, I already have my units pretty high tier, and Rainbow Rogue, I don't really care about items at this point. Ruin Thief is not bad. get lucky Moon Blazing, but since I have the Leltus effect and the pet crab effect, I have a lot of armor on my units. If so, even tier 5 Kyo will grant me only a little bit of max HP. Since he is tank, he will get armor and max HP from the tier up, and armor is already capped, I believe. So it's not that great as it might sound. Here I probably want food cards, yeah. Don't need duplicators, so it is the additional level up. Choose Flame Broilet, just for maybe a lucky tier up. Reapers, Slinger Graves, nothing useful really. Regal Rares on the other hand, additional attack speed and even more armor. It certainly feels nice. Going for the more XP fight. Since I have 2 pale hearts, I don't mind taking this devil deal. Because of all the level up shenanigans, I have a lot of telekinesis potions, so I have to use this fight. Just position dummy away from units in order to focus the priority targets. Though that head still jumps for the dummy. It's devil deal fight, so loss is to be expected. Again going from XP as a reward. Using leftover clovers just to get some star points. Got tier 4 Q and tier 5 is Moon Blazing, nice. Which with the Dragon tier up make my Kyo tier 6. Leech Knife on the and Bane of Beasts on Flash is... Flash really benefits from all the AD items, especially since his buff. At this point the Flash probably deals more damage than Kyo, but Kyo certainly can deal a lot of damage alone. And he certainly tanks a lot of damage. Here I could take the Devil Dagger, but it's not that great, so I decided to go with Bard. And since I'm focused on AD carries, I'm picking the plus AD and attack speed one. Since I am fighting very long, I can get the second level of power from a Bard perk, I can activate it pretty fast, and a lot of attack speed on Kyo would go a long way. Tier 3 Brim, it's nice. I don't really like playing Brim without attack speed items, so that's why I'm playing around Flash, since I don't have any gloves. Here I probably should have went for the more XP, but if I remember correctly, it wouldn't matter. Here I'm considering putting my tank items on Deadhead, since he has a lot of armor from all the perks that we have. And also Pyrakit, he has pretty high chance of activating it near a lot of units. Just like in this fight. It's triple hit, so it has a lot of potential. Not really a lot, but it definitely is better than leaving it in the bag of holding. As I said, Flash is dealing more damage than Kyo, but Kyo heals and tanks a lot. Here I want maybe 80 items on Flash, and that's probably it. Nothing really else really helps me in any way. Also I have the bonus when I get to the quarterfinals. Bernana for the Deathhead, the same reason as Pyrakit. Energized gauntlets on Flash, just to get that shred and ignite debuff, and also more damage, more gooder. Mana bracelet just because I have 14 gold. Here I probably should have just used my duplicator to get tier 3 Deadhead and tier 4 Flash, but I decided to do some shenanigans with selling and rebuying the Vulcanus, but it's just a min-maxing, as it doesn't really help me in any way. I'm not scared about fighting Leltas, since I have a lot of scaling on my Kyo, and I don't mind fighting in the overtime due to stability ward. Sky shouldn't really be a problem, but the fact that pack, second stage of pack gives percentage health damage. It might be scary, especially with the Uro being leader. Not Uro, sorry, Turbo. But that had managed to get a couple of resets, which certainly helped a lot. Because as you can see, this fight is too close to be comfort. And Otto, one of the weakest opponent in the finals you can get. Use my potions, since it doesn't really matter again, since statue units are really bad, so... But just because I have them, might as well use them. Doesn't really matter how I position them, it's probably win regardless. Yep, not even close. Well, GG, it was a good run. Again, Kyo was the main star of the show, but Flash did catch up in the end. Well, leave likes, comments, subscribe, bye.